Hello! So last week I introduced my new cosplay project, Raven from Teen Titans, as designed by Sunset Dragon. And it's been a while since I've done a full face paint cosplay. I did a green pixie kind of thing for a Vlogmas video, but it was just kind of doing stuff from memory, so I think I can do better than that. I used to be a homestuck, so I am very familiar with the gray face paint, but like I said, it's been about a decade. So I thought today I would try to follow Ginny D's tutorial on body paint. Let me take a look. Body paint basics so you can become a hot orc. So I am going to just go through her video, try to follow through exactly, and make myself into a hot raven. Future Minji cutting in really quick to thank the sponsor for today's video, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community where you can learn new skills and grow your creativity. The class that I wanted to talk about today is Mehron Mark's Creative Sewing on a Dime. Find inspiration in secondhand fabrics and materials. This class shows you where to find more affordable fabrics and what you should be searching to find them. Mehron also talks about how you can mix and match fabrics in your projects so you can get more out of a single cut of fabric or make a whole project out of a smaller cut of fabric. Skillshare not only has tons of creative classes, but they also have hundreds of career-focused classes as well. I know from personal experience that a traditional job isn't always suited to everybody, but Skillshare has the tools to help you design a career that fits you. The first 1,000 people to use the link in my description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare, so I definitely recommend them. And thank you again to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Back to the makeup stuff. For my paint color, I ended up mixing my own because the white was obviously too light and the gray that I got was too dark. So these are Mehron Paradise paints, and I mixed them together in an attempt to make it look like the jersey that I'm going to be using as my base for like my body. I didn't want to paint my whole body, so that's why I used the base. This is the jersey that I'm using to cover the rest of my body. This is a little bit more pink toned, I think, and this is a little bit more yellow toned, but I think that once I get all the extra like shading and stuff on there, it shouldn't be super noticeable. So that's what we're working with. Okay, so first thing she does is puts her hair into wig cap. I don't feel like it, so I'm just gonna clip my hair back and we're gonna do the wig cap later and hope it doesn't mess up my face paint. I've got a big brush. She recommends a brush or a sponge. It's kind of damp, but I've got like a little tiny container of water here so that I can dip into it, and hopefully that'll be good. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to end up mixing more paint before Katsukai. Alright, so she says just damp, so I think this is damp, and then she says load up the brush, and it should be like yogurt consistency. I don't think that was enough water. She says load up the brush, so I've got it loaded up. It says do it all in one go, so we're gonna make an attempt. So I think I did too much water to start with, because it's a little streaky. Okay, stippling over it seems to be helping with the streaky parts. I look literally horrifying. Let that dry for a little bit, I guess, and maybe drink some tea before my lips get covered up too much. Okay, what next?
If you do need to patch an area, I'd suggest waiting until it's totally dry and then trying a stippling technique.
I did it right, but she said to let it dry first, which I didn't do. I just went for it.
This doesn't make for a very smooth texture, so use it sparingly, but it can
I think it's pretty smooth.
Help when you run into a stubborn patch. Rule 4, finish with a powder.
I definitely don't have gray face powder, so I think I'm gonna use this like translucent powder. I have this little sample from NARS. My fingers are all green because I just dyed my hair again today, so sorry for that. Cool, I've got this little tiny sample from NARS. This is translucent crystal, and it's just like this little white powder. My fingers look disgusting, I apologize. I guess I'm just gonna go over it with this and hope that that works. We can use this little brush. I don't know if it's clean. Oh well. That feels like it's working. I know, I think I'm just gonna like dab it on rather than how I would normally do face powder. Normally I'd just go like, and I'm worried that it's gonna mess this up. We're just gonna dab lightly. That's so weird. I can feel where the powder is, like it feels a lot smoother, whereas down here it feels like sticky. Cool, now I look extra horrifying. Now we're doing detailing.
A coat of face paint does not make you look like you have colorful skin. It just makes you look like a horrible nightmare creature. In order to really sell the color, you have to give it depth and detail. That comes from a few things.
Okay, so for my eyeshadows, I've got a bunch of Colourpop stuff. This one is called Extra Coin, mostly just the black one, and this corner here is what I was thinking. We've got Sweet Vibes. This one has like these colors, I think might be good for that. And then the last one is all Amethyst, and I gotta open that one. These bottom row ones, I think, are probably what I'm gonna use. And then I might use this for like highlight. We'll go for it. I don't know. I'll let you know what I'm using every time I use it. I'm gonna bring up a picture of Raven. She's contoured with purples and blacks mostly, so I'm gonna also do that. So this one is in the Sweet Vibes palette and it's called Sugar Coated. So I think that one would be a good one. In the All Amethyst palette, I was thinking maybe this middle one, which is called Crystal Crazy. So I think those two, they look really similar. I think Crystal Crazy is a little less saturated, so I think that'll make a better shadow color. So we're just gonna try.
I usually put them under the cheekbones, but not too close to the mouth, under the jawline, and at the temples.
Okay, so cheekbones, jawline, and temples. So let's see. Oh, that is dark. This is a lot harder than with the green. I feel like it's a lot patchier, probably because I'm not like shading with the same color that I did the base in. I like a silver eyeshadow. Maybe I can blend it out with that. That looks pretty even. I think this side might be higher than this side. Oops. Bring that up just a little bit. Okay, jawline. That's looking pretty good. All right, temples. Okay, I think I'm gonna go around the forehead too. All right, and then normally I contour my nose as well, and it looks weird that I don't have any like facial definition in the inside of my face, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Normally I don't contour like in the little crease around my nose, but I think that it looks weird that it's just flat, so stick a little contour in there too. Okay, I look very strange now. Just keep going. Can't tell if this looks better or worse than when I didn't have anything on my nose. It just looks very jarring because it's not the same color. Like when I was doing green on green, it kind of like blended together, but this is like very clearly not the same colors, so I don't know. Also, my nose is like very obviously crooked when I am like starting from a completely blank slate. Okay, let's contour some dimension back into my eyeballs. Alright, so Raven has really heavy eye makeup, so I'm just gonna do a little bit around my eyes, and then I'm just gonna rely on the actual heavy makeup when for the rest of it. This also doesn't blend out super well. Like, not the eyeshadow, I think it's just not blending out on the face paint super well because it's kind of sticky, even though I powdered it. I think I look like Emily from The Corpse Bride now. That's better. I like can see myself in the monitor, and I look like I have shape to my face again. Okay, I think next is highlight. Let's check with Ginny.
There are a lot of ways to do nose contouring, so
oh, she talks about nose contouring. All right.
depending on your face and what you want your makeup to look like, you might add contour lines down the sides of the nose. But personally, I'm usually going for more of a button nose look, so I usually just draw a little contour circle around the tip of my nose and call it good. If you're doing a look that would benefit from blush, now is the time to apply that, by the way. Feel free to get creative with your blush color. Maybe a blue character would blush purple, for example.
All right, blush. I don't know what to do for blush. Maybe like a pinky purple. This one is kind of cute. What is that? Sunburn? Not sunburn, sunbird. Sunbird, that looks like it would be kind of cute, but it would also be a cute highlighter. Trigonal, that would also be cute as a blush. This one is Love That. That could be a cute blush. I'm gonna try this one and I'm just gonna be very light-handed with it. I think maybe blush was a mistake. Oh yeah, I look like a clown. This is good. Yeah, I think blush was a mistake. We'll just lean into it for now. Maybe if I use a lighter color, kind of dab over it to lighten it. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay, so that's trigonal, whatever. That looks much better. Can I just like tap over this? Ooh, I think I can. Okay, kind of patchy, not the best, but I can work with that, I think. Just let that dry. My lips are so dry doing this. I gotta like not moisturize anything because it helps all the paint stick, but like I have really dry skin, so this is just kind of killing me a little bit. Yeah, there we go. All right, so you can kind of fix your mistakes. Like it's obviously still pink, so it didn't entirely go away, but it did help a little bit. So you can fix a little bit of mistake by just like dabbing back over it. I think that is plenty of blush for Raven. Okay. I still look like a clown. It's fine. This is also too bright. I want this less. This is a video full of me making attractive faces. Is that a little less harsh? I don't know. Like, contour obviously looks dumb from the side because like you can see the actual shape of my nose, but from the front it's a little less. I don't know. My nose is very crooked. Dang. It's time for highlight. What am I using for highlight? All right, so let's see. We've used this for contour. I used this guy for blush. Might have been too heavy on that blush. I think I'll use this for highlight. So she's just going right in with her finger. I guess I can do that. Let's see what she's doing.
It's okay for a highlighter to be glittery, but if you're going really hard with the highlight and putting it anywhere besides cheekbones, nose, and eyes, you'll probably want a more matte finish to avoid looking like a Twilight vampire.
What if I want to look like a Twilight vampire? Cheek, nose, and eyes. I can do eyes. I feel like I need a white highlighter for this. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Look at that highlight. Wow. I'm also gonna get like on my Cupid's bow because I think that looks nice. Lightly put that on there. Do a little more cheek highlighter. All right, that looks acceptable. My nose is itchy.
Next up, the eyes. Again, even if you're not doing eye makeup per se, you'll want to define the eyes to make sure that they stand out from the paint.
All right, so she's like just doing eyeliner. We're gonna go big for this. I need the black. I think maybe I should build up to black and not just go straight for black. Her under eyes are very blue purple, so we'll do that too. Start building up with this guy. Blue Smoothie from Sweet Vibe. Oh, I look extra like a clown now. I've like put a whole base of this blue down so that hopefully I can blend a little bit easier rather than having it just on top of the like sheer amount of powder that I had previously. So, you know, what's next? Just get a little darker. Royal Affair right there. God, I look like a clown. I feel like this whole thing is very trust the process. It's looking a little better, less clowny a little. We're going for it, I suppose. Getting somewhere, I guess. You know, I feel like it needs more black. I feel like her drawing has a lot more black in it. This is so itchy. I think that's looking acceptable. I'm like now bringing it into the contour. I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. Well, let's see. All right, and then we need a lot of purple under eye. That look so cute. My nose is so itchy. Maybe I'll start with Amulet and go from there. Is that too much? That might have been too much. You know, I think I want to extend it farther out. I don't know if it'll elongate my eyes at all since it's a big circle, but I don't know. This is turning out weird. Okay, so let's get some darker purple for under my eye. Pretty Aura from Sweet Vibes. And then Just Like Candy, maybe? I'm gonna try that. I think maybe I gotta do that one with my finger. That is just glitter. Like, it just is glitter. Gotta even it out though. I'm gonna add some actual purple with Sugar Coated at the bottom there. This is all getting very blue. All right, that looks like her eyeshadow, kind of. I still feel like the black is not as black as it could be. Let's go for it again. I think that's good for now. I'm gonna add a little bit of this like silver shimmer there. It's called We Vibin'. We are in fact vibin'. I'm just gonna like stick that right above my lash line. And blend a little. Acceptable. I'm gonna do eyeliner now. I hope I don't mess it up. I'm gonna be using the KVD Super Pomade in Graphite and whatever this brush is. Can't really see the wing against the black eyeshadow, so I guess I did get my eyeshadow dark enough. Gonna get my under eye too. That's looking better. I guess I gotta do my eyebrows. They're looking kind of weird. I think I'll just use a black and fill it in. Okay, too much, too much. I messed up. How do I fix it? That's fine. Okay. There's like this one eyebrow part that got messed up, but other than that, it looks pretty okay. Okay, I guess the last thing is like eyelashes and maybe some more eyeliner, but I gotta do my mouth first. Did she go over that? All right, so my camera cut out. I'm not sure what the last thing I did was. I think I had already put on eyelashes before it cut out. Not sure, but we're on lips now. Do you like my like Kim Possible She Go look? So Ginny recommended getting chapstick and mixing it with your eyeshadow. I don't have chapstick, I don't know where mine is. So I have this So Juicy, also from Colourpop. I'm like really using all the Colourpop products today. There it is, got that. I think it might be a little bit too tacky for this application because it's a little rough, but we're trying. So she's got like black and purple, so I'm gonna do a base of black and then I'm gonna add purple on top. I messed up. Try to patch that up a little bit. I guess we're overlining. Okay, not even. Let's add purple. Let's go for the less saturated first and then I'll do more saturated. This is not the most even, but I am trying. I feel like it looks really weird when I open my mouth and you can see like the pink inside. We're good, we're doing it. I think I'm gonna do Sunbird, that middle one there. Oh yeah, that looks cool. I feel like it's really emphasizing how dry my lips are. Okay, I think I'm gonna go back in with the black just to darken up around the outside again. All right, now we can just put on the wig. I'm gonna go get contacts too. I think that'll help. All right, so when I put the contacts in, my eyes watered a little bit. So note to self, contacts first. I'm gonna have to just like wait till my eye stops watering and then fix this. You could stop now, that would be thrilling, thank you. Okay, let's fix that. Don't do that. Why is it watering so much? Let's try to blend that out. That looks pretty good. Okay, wig time, and then we're done. I think I want to contour a little bit more right on my forehead. And I forgot, she also gets a little gem right in the middle of her forehead. So I'm gonna go get a gem and I'm gonna glue it to my face. I hope you enjoyed this video. I tried my best. This is definitely a lot harder than doing the green. I think because like there is such a high contrast between the gray and like all of the shading and contour, it's just very hard to picture what it's gonna look like at the end, but like it actually looks cohesive, good, once I got the whole thing on there. So I'm actually very happy with how it looks. The shading definitely doesn't look as harsh once I've got eyeshadow and eyebrows and lipstick and everything. So Ginny D has a very good tutorial, so you should follow her tutorial if you are going to do this yourself. Mine is probably not a very good tutorial, so it's just me messing around trying to do this. Yeah, so this is also a good way for me to figure out how long it's going to take me to get ready. So this is just doing my face, and this probably took me about an hour and a half, and I'm going to also have to do like my hands, and I'm gonna have to do my chest, and it'll just take longer to do those. Not to mention the fact that I have to get into the costume. So I'm probably gonna have to start getting ready about 2 hours before I would get into costume. Normally I start about an hour before, so this is gonna be more effort and more time. Thankfully, I'm not gonna be doing this one early in the morning, so it should be okay. I shouldn't have to wake up super early. So highly recommend that if you're gonna be doing a really intense makeup look for your cosplay, you do a practice run ahead of time so that you can make sure that you're getting it right, and then also so you know how long it takes. I have the added bonus of making a YouTube video out of it so that when I go back and inevitably forget what I've done, I can just watch myself do it again. That's another good thing to do, is record yourself doing every step and like what all you're doing with your face, because that'll help you remember what you're doing and what you should be doing when you're actually at a convention. Because being at a convention, my mind goes blank when I have to get ready because it's stressful. Conventions are fun, but they're stressful, so help yourself as much as you can. Pretty much everything that I used except for the base paint. The base paint was Mehron Paradise. Everything else was Colourpop except for the eyeliner. I am not sponsored by Colourpop, unless Colourpop, you want to sponsor me. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But I'm not sponsored by Colourpop. I just really like their stuff, and it was a cheap way for me to get a lot of purples because I don't actually have that much purple. Well, now I do. I didn't actually have much purple eyeshadow before this, so I was kind of stocking up, and Colourpop was a good price for how many purples I needed. I'm also going to be cosplaying Draculaura for Katsucon, so if you want to see a makeup test for that, let me know. This wig is also getting its own video apart from this one, so I went through some trials with making Raven's wig. This is my second attempt at a wig, and this one went much better than the last one. So if you're interested in seeing all of my struggles, then, you know, check out the next video. Subscribe so you know when it happens. All right. Oh, and then lastly, my contacts are from TTDI. They're elf purple or something. I'll put a link to them in the description. You should check them out. I have a discount code. They are really cool, and like, look how cool these contacts are. That's it. I hope to see you guys in the next video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, I don't know, suggestions, because like this didn't blend out super well, I think, because the paint was still kind of tacky. Let me know if you have suggestions for how to make the blending easier, or if you think that there's something I could do better. Let me know. And if you want to see the rest of this costume, then please subscribe. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!